Hi everyone, welcome back to my tutorial. So in our past video I told you that I'm going to show you the sewing and everything. So here it is. I've already cut it out, so you can see that I put an allowance, the neck side ½ inch, the shoulder ½ inch, also the side of the seam I added ½ inch. You must add it. If you don't add it, by the time you join it, it's going to be small. So also the side place too, the side circumference, so I added ½ inch all around. Then the sides, I added 1.5 to the sides. I added 1.5. So this is the back also. The back also, I added 1 inches allowance for the 1.5, sorry, 1.5 inches for the zip allowance, and I added 1.5 also to the side allowance. Hope you can see what I did. So let me show you the cutting of the wording parts. I'm going to cut the wording now, and you are going to see it. Now I've already gotten my wording, so this is how I'm going to do my wording. I'm going to fold it into two. Then I'm going to take my clothes this way. This is what I'm doing. I want to cut it from the half length. Sorry, my wording is not organized like that. I'm cutting it from the under bust, sorry, from the under bust to this plate. Just watch carefully. Hope you are seeing me. When you want to cut it, make sure you don't reach the armhole side. Hope you are seeing me. You see what I did now? Did you see it? So I didn't start from the tip of the armhole. I entered like 1.5 inch. Then I drew a straight line to the under bust. You make sure you notch your under bust when you are cutting with your paper. You notch your under bust, you notch your bust point. Can you see it? So that you'll be able to identify it while you want to join your clothes together. So this is it. I did it. I cut two. So I'm going to use it for the two. So now I want to cut the one for the middle parts. Sorry, for the middle parts. So you just fold, just like how I folded that one. You fold your wording this way, and you carry it up the same way. This is my underbust here. Sorry, let me cut this out so that I will not have this is my underbust here. So when cutting this wording for this middle part, you have to go down, because you must not start from your neckline. So you can come down from your neckline like by 2 inches. So when you come down by 2 inches, you see that by the time you fix everything, it's going to copulate and it's going to be very, very beautiful. So you come down. You also make sure that everything is aligning. This is your bust point here, because I've already notched my bust point and I notched my under bust. So I notched my under bust. So this is just what I'm going to do. So you can see how it's looking. You can see how the wording in the middle part is going to look like. So it's starting from the under bust. From the under bust, please don't forget, this is my bust point right here, my bust point, and this is my under bust right here. So let me show you the notching that I'm talking about. So this is notching that I'm saying. I notched my clothes. This is my bust point and this is my under bust. So by the time I'm going to join the clothes, I'm not going to be having any issues. Hope you understand me. So please like and subscribe to my channel. There's still a lot to learn. Yeah, a lot to learn. So I just want to place it so that you see what I'm saying, so that by the time, there's no need. Gone are those days when we'll put wording all over everywhere. So when you join this wording and everything like this, you see how it's going to come out very, very beautiful. So what I'm going to do next is the sewing part. It's very advisable for you to put a stay on your lining and on your fabric if you have. You understand? Because it enhances clothes and it makes clothes stand very well. But on my own part now, I have shortage on that, so I'm just going to be adding my lining and everything. So what I'm going to do first, let's start the sewing part. We'll first join this wording together. Okay, now I want to join the bust part area together. So what you first do is that you look at where you notch your bust point to bust point, then you pin it down. When you pin it down, you're not going to start from the down part of your blouse. Then you start sewing. Make sure you align your clothes. You align the wording also. Please be careful when you are sewing. Especially this bust part area. You have to be very careful when you are sewing it, because you can make a mistake, you can drag it or something, and once you make that mistake, you have to lose it again. Yeah? So when you are through, you remove your pin, so you can see how it's looking. Even though I've not even sew it. I've not even ironed it. You can see how beautiful it's looking. Okay. I've already joined the other part also. So you can see how our bust is looking. It's looking very, very beautiful. Though I've not ironed it. So after joining, this is it. So what you are going to do next, before you iron, you are going to cut off the wording. You cut it. Be careful. You just cut it so that it will not be bulgy. Sure you get. You cut it so it won't be what? Bulgy. This other side too. You cut it. This other, the other part too, you cut. This place too, you cut. Then the next thing for you to do is to notch. Please always remember to notch. Always remember to notch, because that's what will make it relax and more fitted. So you notch up to your on the bust part, down a bit. You notch. Please don't forget to notch. Be careful when you are notching also. Don't use a very sharp scissors, if not you have to resew again. You can see the way I so I'm going to show you the ironing parts now. I'll show you the ironing parts. So by the time we iron everything, so you can see how it's coming out. It's looking beautiful. Yes. So for us to start the ironing part now, you have to open this middle part. You open it into two this way, then you put water on it, because there's no light, so I'm using my gas iron. So this way, you can see, you put your bust arm under, you press it very well. Please, you can't do this thing on a flat surface. If you use it on a flat surface, your bust is going to get spoiled. It won't be okay. You can't use it on a flat surface, please. You can see how the thing is coming out beautifully. Beautiful. Please make sure you always press and open your seam line. It's very, very, very important. It will make your work very beautiful. You can do it downwards. Say you do it downwards. That is a must. You do it downwards. All this thing make your work beautiful. It will lay flat. It will lay down flat and come out beautiful. Even if you have a clapper also, you can, while ironing, you place your clapper on it. So you can see, even I'm not yet through it. So you can see how the ironing is. It can really come out beautiful. So please always remember to iron your bust. Pause it. So, see, I've already ironed. I've pressed out the seam all together, and it's looking very beautiful. So now what's remaining? I'll show you. What's remaining is, you can see how. What's remaining for me to do is to just put the lining. So let's go to the machine now and insert the lining. So now all I want to do now is to join the neckline. Please don't be another. I'm using another color of lining. You have to, when you want to sew professionally for a customer, you use the same line as the fabric. And remember, I told you also that it's also good to put stay on your lining also. Put stay on your lining, hair stay, or this paper stay. If you don't have money for, let's say, you can just buy paper stay just to make it. So you can see how I sew the neck. So now what I'm going to do now is to notch it. You notch your neckline. Please don't forget, you must always notch. You must always notch. You must always notch your neckline. So now what we are going to do, there are some, they don't like to top stitch. You top stitch your lining to your main fabric. Some just use hair stay, but me, I like to top stitch. So what I'm going to do now is to top stitch my neckline. Make sure you drag, you do it this way, you understand? So after joining it, you can see how the neck is looking. The neckline is looking very fine. This is a Kano neckline. A Kano neckline. And don't forget, you have to iron also. You have to iron every post process. So what I'm going to do next is to sew the sides, because it's armless actually. So I'm sewing the sides, the armhole plus the sides. I'm going to sew the down part. So now I've already joined everywhere. You can see that I joined everywhere. So now I'm going to turn it out. And while I'm going to turn it out, I'm going to just open one side, because I enclosed everything. So this is what I'm doing. I'm going to turn it out from the shoulder parts. You have to take your time. But if you are putting a sleeve, you don't need to enclose the armhole. If you are putting a sleeve, you don't need to enclose the armhole. You can always turn it out from the armhole part. So I'm going to go now and give it a good press. Then I'll come back and show you what I've just done. So hello everyone, you can see now I've pressed it. This is the neck line and this is the bust part. So putting it on my body, you can see the way it looks. So I've pressed it that way. I pressed here also the armhole too. I pressed it, so you can see how it's looking up. So now we are done with the front. The next thing to do now is the back. So now I want to start sewing the back. I'm going to first start with the neckline. So you can see see now, I'm going to top stitch it. Oh, sorry, I'm going to notch it. Sorry, Jerry. I'll notch. So you can see now I notched it. So what I'm going to do next now is to top stitch it. So you can see now that I've top stitched. So now I'm sewing the zipper allowance. So from this side now I'm going to leave a like about 3 inches. Hope you are seeing it. I'm going to leave like about 3 inches from the side of the back. So I'm going to start joining from the upper part. So if you want to bring it out, you bring it out from here. Just make sure you knit all your clothes so that it's not going to be rough in any way. So I'll just go down to my iron part and press it. I'll press it open. Yeah, as you can see, I'm already done with the ironing. I've pressed everything. This is also the back. I've also pressed everything. So now what is remaining is the joining. So now is to join the zipper allowance. You can see that I'm sewing it on gathers because I'm still going to lose it.
So now what we're going to do is to remove our nipple to nipple so that we can remove our darts, and we're going to make sure we start from our bust point. So our nipple to nipple is 3.5. So I'm marking it right there, 3.5. So that's after the zipper allowance. Then I'm just going to go 0.5 inches down, then our nipple point, then I'll go down by 0.5 inch. Yes, our nipple point, just to know where we are going to remove the darts. Okay, then I'll just mark it downwards. Yes, then I'll just come up by 0.5 inch also, just for the indication, because I want to take a straight line. Then you mark it so that you not mistake here. Then now you're going to pick it up like that. Then we are just going to sew it down. We're just going to sew it down. Make sure you align it very well so that it's going to be on the mark. Yes, align it very well. That's the back darts. So I'm just going to take it downwards like so. Yes, and bet me.
So now I'm ready through with it. I'm ready through with taking in the darts. So now what we are going to do next is to join the shoulders all together. Remember, I didn't close this side. So now I'm going to put my hand this way.
you make sure this cloth, the boat is facing the same place. You can see. You are going to put your hand out this way. Then you are going to drag the front inside this way. So after doing it this way, then you are going to sew. So after you sew, you make sure you knit what you did. Make sure you knit it. So I want to bring it out for you to see our results. Can you see? After joining it, you can see how it is. So the same thing also you do to this side also. You put your hand inside. Make sure you're careful. Then you bring the front part inside this way. After doing that, please make sure you're very, very careful. So you're going to join it just like I joined the first one. So you can see how it's looking beautiful. So after this, you just take your necessary bust measurement, half length and everything. So I'm going to take the measurement and come back and show you guys the joining. Now I've already taken the measurement. I took the bust, I took under bust, I took half length, then hips. So I'm going to join it together. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a lot to learn, a lot to learn. Please give my video a thumbs up. Oh, sorry, here that I open to turn it out, you have to close it back. By closing it back, you just have to do it this way. You see the way I did it, because it's going to be inside. So after doing that, you take it, you just join your clothes and be rest assured that everything is fine. Everything is going to go well.
So now I want to fix the zipper. So this is what you do. You make sure you measure your zipper to make sure that it's under, it's where you want it to be. So after that, you can hold it with a pin if you want. You hold it with pin so that it can guide you if you are the type that, or if you don't want to hold it with a pin, you iron it so that the line is going to show. Looking, can see how my zip is looking.
So you can see our results after sewing. You can see how it's giving. Yes, actually I use a guinea for this. Yes, and it's giving. It's packed. Everything is looking nice. You can see. Please like and share. You can see the zipper too. Please subscribe to my channel.